Hello everybody, I'm Storm here. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Online Shadowbringers. In the last episode, we continued on with our efforts in the Empty, as we have been for a while now. And after restoring lightning, it really hadn't created a dramatic change, so it was determined that in order to get the processes needed for weather patterns to form, evaporation and condensation and so forth, we needed to get both fire and wind restored. And Gaia suggested why not do both at the same time. Which, you know what? We agreed to give that a shot. So, went ahead and summoned our own versions of Ifrit and Garuda simultaneously. Went through that battle and got that done. And then afterwards, it appears that whatever's happening with Gaia appears to have come to a bit of a head, and the fairy, as she calls it, seems to be starting to move. And it has knocked her out and has manifested in the, in that area on top of Eden, and it had tons of Sin Eaters have kind of responded to it. And so we now need to deal with that problem. So that is what we are going to be doing today. Is we're going to be heading straight on in to that battle, and then we'll see what happens afterwards. Alright, so without further ado, let's go ahead and cue ourselves in, and it's going to be Iconoclasm is what we're going to want to join, and then we'll see how quickly this happens or not. Considering this is the day that the weekly rewards for the raids reset, and that I'm doing this at a much different time of day than I typically do, I'm hoping that things are going to happen a little bit faster. Which we're short another tank and a healer. Wait time says less than 5 minutes, so hopefully this won't take long. Alright, well, I'll go ahead and pause and be back once it's ready. Yep, and no sooner did I pause it than we are ready to go. So, let's go ahead and commence. I did watch the video for this, and this looks pretty nuts. Well, the last one looked pretty nuts, but this one looks even more nuts. It's going to require a very high degree of situational awareness. And given this is my first time here doing it, I'm hoping the other tank is going to want to main again. Which we've been pretty fortunate with that. I don't know about fortunate, but, kind of how things have played out. Well, sometimes, in some instances, just sitting there holding the boss can be easier than trying to,
So many of them. But nothing we can't handle.
Play DPS sometimes. Alright, yep. I think it's the same tank as before. Given I'm doing this the same day as the last battle, that's probably not entirely unusual. Alright. Make sure I don't have my grit on. No, I do not have my grit on. Okay. Alright, so tank needs to kind of take that off to the side, alright? Good. Okay, so we have the bird Sin Eaters. You need to kind of put yourself Oh, that's where they come across first. Right. Okay. I'm done. I screwed that up. Okay. Now, this is going to be interesting. Okay, so those are going to be the first ones. These are going to be the second ones, and they're going to go through the blue portal. Okay, so the first ones went through the red. Second ones went through the blue. And then they're going to emerge from the other portals, which, you know, that's really easy to dodge. Now, here's where things get interesting. Okay, so the first set's over there, and they're going to go into blue. And the second set is going to go into red. So it's going to be blue, then red, then red. Okay, so we head over there. Alright, and then we're going to come out of blue first. And then they're going to come out of red. Okay. And actually kind of talking through it here is a little bit helpful. Okay, and then this is the teleport mechanic, which you're going to teleport from where you are to where it indicates. You want to make sure that you don't put yourself in somewhere dangerous or over the edge of the platform. Alright, stack up. I gotta kind of... I'm going to go over there. Oof. I think I ate both of them. I made that decision a little bit too late. Okay, now we're marked with the umbral effect. Okay, now you want to be hit by the birds that are the same color as you. Or no, opposite color. Opposite color. Opposite color. Okay. Ooh, okay. And then it changes your aspect once you get hit. So, alright. I don't know if these need to be tanked, but I'm going to go ahead and tank it. Come on, get over here. Get over here. Yep. Okay, there we go. Okay, so actually we want to put ourselves in the danger zone to be teleported into the safe zone. Okay, there we go. Is the tank grabbing both of them? Guess they did. Alright, well, I'll just turn my grid off then. Alright, I'm going to need to get some shields up, because I'm weakened from the deaths. Okay, here we are. So now we're marked with the colors again, and then we're also going to get portals. Okay, so we need to be hit by dark the first time, and dark is going to go into red portals. But that's going to change our aspect, so we need to be hit by light next. Okay. Dark, right? Alright, I need at least one person in each of those to absorb it. Okay. Alright, there's the raid wide. Okay. Portals, but no dark light. Okay, so first ones are going into blue. Second ones are going into red. So we basically want to stay on the red. And then move to the blue side. And get out of that. Now we're marked. Alright, so I am light, so I need to be next to dark. Dark is going to go into red, which means I need to be ready to be hit by blue next. Okay, so there we are. Hit by blue. There we go. Alright, I am light, so I want to be hit by dark. There we go. Alright, more teleporting. Come on. Those teleporting lines are a bit odd. Oh, don't want to be hit by that. Yep. That probably could be. It would be fine. Alright, there we go. Done. Alright, so whatever that was, we destroyed it. Excellent. Alright, command that tank again, and then let's go for the loot. Which we're just going to go ahead and need on... Oh, we got something. We got the armor. Alright, that's fine. So we are done here. Alright, so let's go ahead and talk to Reen again. See how Gaia's doing. Alright, she won't wake up. What do we do? What is this place? Where is everyone? So I'm all alone. Even the fairy is gone. Endless silence, endless darkness. Is this what death feels like? It's no use. No one can hear me. How ironic. All those times I wanted peace and quiet, and now that I finally have it, I wish I had someone to talk to. I thought I couldn't stand to be around them, all their interfering and fussing, and yet I was never lonely. But it's no use. Even after everything we went through, my memories still won't come back. There's no future awaiting me, only emptiness. Those memories, they can stay lost forever if only this pain will leave me. Now I close my eyes and sink into darkness. And then I'll suffer no more. Gaia? Mother? Father? Wake up! I understand now. Why wait for tomorrow to claim us? Gaia, can you hear me? This perfect moment never has to end. I'm not giving up on you, Gaia. Say something. What do you want? Please, I'm begging you. Remember all the things we said we'd do, like going to the second serving for coffee biscuits? I never... Gaia? I never agreed to anything of the sort. Well, she appears to have woken up. Oh, thank goodness, I was so worried about you. Do you have to be so loud? The fairy fell silent, only to be replaced by Reen's voice ringing through my head. Never thought I would be so glad to hear it. Alright, so she's awake. No idea what is happening with this fairy thing. But I guess we're probably off to deal with ice next. Right, you've all gone through a lot of trouble on my part. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. Anyway, I've delayed you for long enough. Please carry on with what you came to do. I'm glad you're back to your usual self, but how are you feeling? Much better now, but something is still bothering me. The fairy spoke to me in a dream, and a stream of memories rushed through my mind. I don't recall anything like this happening before, and I'm not sure what it all means. What sort of memories? I can't make any sense of them. They were only brief flashes, seen through someone else's eyes. At least that's what it felt like. Minfilia, that is the first Oracle of Light, once served Hydaelyn as the word of the Mother. If the Oracle of Darkness is her counterpart under Zodiark, then we had best prepare ourselves for the worst. Aye, the Knight's return did tip the ethereal bounds towards activity, which may have served to waken the fragment of his power in the first. Having thus roused, he did then fix his gaze upon she who had been marked by darkness, Gaia. Marked or no, Gaia is still her own person. Everything all right? It's nothing. Anyway, let's forget about all that for now. There'll be plenty of time to think it through once the last element's restored. If thou believest thyself well enough, then I see no reason for delay. Let us forthwith attend to the revitalization of ice. Shiva, then. Ayame, as the only one here to have actually seen the primal, perhaps you could describe her for us? A woman named Eorzea made herself a vessel for Shiva, right? So she summoned into her body the imagined essence of someone who lived over 1,000 years ago? That such a thing should be possible. The long since departed Shiva was a source of great inspiration to Eorzea, whose method of summoning differed greatly from any we had previously encountered. By the echo did she bear witness to the deeds of the noble Shiva, and thus she was moved to dedicate her being to that self-same cause. 'Twas this devotion that granted her the power of a primal. So she was able to control it herself. Not getting any funny ideas, are you? Just thinking aloud, that's all. Anyway, we'd better get going. Our journey leadeth to a great glacier situated in the northernmost region of the Empty. I'll get us there as quickly as I can. Alright, it's time to draw out the ether. I was thinking that I should go with you this time. That I want to be the vessel for Shiva. Really? Being still and passive by nature, ice is the element that is most strongly aligned to light. I'll need to get close and use my own abilities as well as Eden's to draw it out. So that the Oracle of Light becometh the Oracle of Ice? I cannot claim to be in favor of this stratagem, and yet, the primal we encountered in the source was summoned in much the same manner. The inherent advantages are undeniable. Absolutely out of the question. Of course, Thancred would be against it. Have you forgotten what Ayame does to the primals we summon? I'm not about to stand by and watch as she and Reen beat the tar out of each other. In any case, the ether only returns to the Empty once the creature's been slain, although it seems you haven't taken that into consideration yet. Presumably, there's a safe way to disperse it, but it's still far too risky. I thought you had more sense, Reen. But it's not as bad as it sounds. Were the deiform entity as volatile as the primals we have previously summoned, it would be logical to assume that, in her role as conduit, Reen would be hard-pressed to retain control. Ayame would have no recourse but to defend herself by any means necessary, else her life be forfeit. I know it's dangerous, but I can't let that hold me back. Please, I've got to try. But I don't see why this is even necessary in the first place. You never had to take risks like this for the other elements. Eden possesses almost infinite power, but that would... but what would happen if it began acting without my intervention? If it started to feed on ether, just like the other Sin Eaters, it would undo all of our hard work. 'Tis a disconcerting eventuality, and one which cannot be dismissed. I'm worried that even if we realign the elements, things will eventually return to how they were following the flood. But if I train Eden how to nurture the environment rather than drain the life from it, we can leave it to take care of the Empty in our place. It'll change the ether through myself and show Eden... I'll channel the ether through myself and show Eden how it's done. This isn't some house pet we're dealing with. If all goes wrong, then what? I know this all sounds like I'm taking a leap of faith, but it has been a gamble every step of the way. We've managed to come this far because of faith in ourselves and in each other. I made my feelings on the matter perfectly clear, but what say you, Ayame? What could possibly go wrong? I'll hold back as much as possible. I'll say that. Reen, I suppose that if you've got your heart set on this, there's no point trying to dissuade you. Just don't do anything reckless. Is that clear? As crystal. This is going to work, I promise. I'll make sure of it. Well, for all our sakes, I certainly hope so, because if the primal takes over, it'll be fine. With all of you by my side, I know that whatever happens, it'll work out in the end. All of us? I hope you're not including me. I can't even deal with my own problems, never mind yours. It's enough just knowing you're here. Anyway, I've decided to take a leaf out of your book. I do what I want when I want. I've made my decision, so now I have to see it through. Yeah, so this is a different kettle of fish altogether. Well, the point is that this is what I want, and I'll do whatever it takes to make it work. So this is how much it means to you. Alright, here we go then. Memories of Shiva envelop your mind. I don't know how, but I can see her too. This might actually work. Eden's Verse Refulgence is now accessible. Alright then. So, I think what we'll go ahead and do here is end this episode here. And we will get Shiva done for next time. So, for now, we'll stop. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.